Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings, family out there, Jew and Gentile alike. Pray that y'all had a blessed day today. Continue to have a blessed day, anyways. And we're going to first and foremost give all honor and glory and praises to the eternal Father of heaven and earth, Yahweh, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. All praises due. And I pray that y'all been meditating on the meat that was thrown on the grill, and just continue to soak it in. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue. We're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna go to Revelations 18 now. And just to give a backdrop, anybody who's just coming in, this is basically about America, and Mystery Babylon is America, and just going into the details of the things that we see now really happen, and the prophecies being fulfilling itself. So we're gonna go with Revelations 18, and we're gonna hit verse 1. And let's go there. All right, so Revelations 18:1, and it reads, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory." Now, guess who that is, y'all? That's the Lord. That's Yahweh Shah, man. And it talks about his return in Ezekiel 43:2, where we get that precept right under that verse, right? And just for the ones you don't know, we in Revelations in a hard book, because it provides precepts underneath it. And then we go to the Blue Letter Bible and the NLT to get the precept, right? All praises. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go to Ezekiel 43. So I want to show y'all something. And then the font at the top said, and this is the Old Testament, talking about the return of Hamashiach, man. So the ones that say that, he's nowhere in the Old Testament, yes, he is. All right. It says Ezekiel 43:1, the Lord's glory returns, right? Verse 1. After this, the man brought me back around to the east gateway. Suddenly the glory of the Most High of Israel appeared from the east, right? Yahweh Shah told the disciples, he said, don't believe, he said he's going to go away for a long time, right? Don't believe anybody that says he's here, he's there. He said, for at his coming, as the lightning shines in the east, so shall it be in the west, right? So his return is going to be like lightning, right? But he's going to arrive over there in the east first. And I want to read what it says, man. It says, verse 2, suddenly the glory of the Father of Israel appeared from the east. The sound of his coming was like the roaring roar of rushing waters, and the whole landscape shone with his glory. This vision was just like the others I had seen, right? Ezekiel's vision. First, by the Kabar River, and then when he came to destroy Jerusalem, I fell down on the ground, right? So praise it. So and I know, see, some people think, oh, well, there you go. He says destroy Jerusalem, but he said those are the visions that he had previously. And this is Hamashiach's return, because I want shed some light on things. He said that Jerusalem will be destroyed, right? And it will be in ruins, and they will build up the ruins, and we will be returned to there, right? Right? So it will be inhabited again. And then it says Mystery Babylon was the one that's going to be destroyed forever. There will no be inhabitants. It will be a sign for many nations to come, right? So, for many generations to come, slaughter. But so it says of Ezekiel 43 and 4, and the glory of the Lord came into the temple through the east gateway. Then the Spirit took me up and brought me into the inner courtyard, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. And I heard someone speaking to me from within the temple, while the man who had been measuring stood beside me. The Lord said to me, Son of man, this is the place of my throne, and the place where I will rest my feet. So he's saying he's going to rest his feet in Israel, right? Right? Jerusalem, right? The homeland, right? All praises. It says, I will live here forever. So if Mystery Babylon is Jerusalem, then that would mean that, that it wouldn't line up, right? But he says he's going to live there forever, right? Remember, the kingdom of heaven, the earth is going to be changed, right? It's going to ascend down after all the ruins, after all the stuff, clean it up, right? It's no longer going to be a lower level plane of a materialistic world. It's not going to be that anymore, right? It's not going to be that way. So, once again, it says in Ezekiel 43, the Lord said to me, the Son of Man, this is the place of my throne, in the place where I will rest my feet. I will live here forever among the people of Israel, right? They and their kings will not defile my holy name any longer by their adulterous worship of other gods or by adoring the relics of their kings who have died. They put their idol altars right next to mine, with only a wall between them and me. They defile my holy name by such detestable sins. So I consumed them in my anger. Right? And it says, now let them stop worshiping other gods and honoring the relics of their kings, and I will live among them forever. Right? So we're going to have, the Lord among us forever. Right? We're going to see his image, which that is Yahushua, his physical image. All praises. All praises to the eternal Father of heaven and earth. It says, the Son of Man, describe to the people of Israel the temple I have shown you, so they will be ashamed of their sins. Let them study its plan. These are blessings to come. Because, like I said, Jerusalem is going to get rebuilt up again. And they will be ashamed of what they have done. Describe to them all the specific specifications of the temple, including its entrances and exits and everything else about it. Tell them about its decrees and laws. Write them down, all these specifications and decrees, as they watch, so they will be sure to remember and follow them. And this is the basic law of the temple: absolute holiness. The entire top of the mountain where the temple is built is holy. Yes, this is the basic law of the temple. All praises. And we're going to cut it off right there. And we're going to bounce back to Revelations. So y'all see in Revelations 18:1 that talks about the return of the Lord. And he says that he will be in Jerusalem among his people forever, right? So, just to clear up any confusion about where, because like I said, shit, it was a glimpse where I thought it too, man. So, but yeah, this is just more so for clarifications. I mean, we continue and patiently wait on the Lord, continue in our righteousness, but it's something to meditate on and be watchful and pay attention to what's going on in the world, because we have we're in World War III now. I believe so, right? So, Iran's into with America. America's into it with them, and everywhere around the world, you see that it's war going on. But so going back to Revelations 18 and verse 2. Let me get there. Verse 2. Give me one moment. Praises. So now, let me see. We're gonna hit Revelations 18:2 again. And he said, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every clean, unclean, and hateful bird. So now we're getting it back into Babylon, right? And you're gonna see the difference between verse 1 and verse 2, because verse 1, he sent a prophecy to Ezekiel, that precept pertaining to verse 1, about how he was going to have in Jerusalem again and live there forever with his people, right? But don't be mistaken, Jerusalem's going to get destroyed. The whole world is going to be practically at war and in ruins, right? But he said Jerusalem would be built back up again. The only difference between Jerusalem and Mystery Babylon, right? America is going to be a staple forever. Like it says in the scriptures, the smoke will ascend up forever and ever. Nobody will ever inhabit America again. It will be a sign, basically, not to mess with the Most High. All praises. So we're gonna get a precept for verse 2. We're gonna go to Isaiah 13, and we're gonna start in verse 1. It says a message about Babylon. It says, verse 1, Isaiah, son of Amos, received this message concerning the destruction of Babylon, right? Y'all see it right off rips. It says, verse 2, raise a signal of flag on bare hilltop. Call up an army against Babylon, right? Wave your hand to encourage them as they march into the places of the high and mighty. I, the Lord, have dedicated these soldiers for this task. Yes, I have called mighty warriors to express my anger. So, right, BRICS nations, right? Because that's what we see today, right? I mean, can't make this stuff up, That's why we watchmen, right? The mystery is revealed. Iran, their allies is with them, right? And America's pissed off a lot of people, and they all gonna come against them, right? Just like when we talked about Cyrus the Persian, he's that's Iran today, and they're gonna come against America, and their allies is gonna help them. Right? And Babylon's gonna fall, man. A lot of people don't think America's gonna fall, but they are, man. When the Most High get involved, man, ain't nobody that can stand against them. All praises. Isaiah 13 and 3, it says, I, the Lord, have dedicated these soldiers for this task. Yes, I have called mighty warriors to express my anger, right? He's called mighty warriors to express his anger. And they will rejoice when I am exalted. Hear the noise on the mountains. Listen at the vast armies march. It is the noise and shoutings of many nations. The Lord of heaven's armies has called this army together. They come from the distant countries, from beyond the farthest horizons. And I want y'all to listen to how it's going to be when all this transpires. Because it's going to make y'all, it's going to remind y'all what Matthew 24 says, as the sun shall be blotted out and the moon shall not give her light, right? It's going to remind y'all that, right? And y'all going to see why that is happening. It's not an eclipse. No, y'all going to see why, right? Verse 5 again, they come from distant countries and from beyond the farthest horizons. They are the Lord's weapons to carry out his anger. And just like it said about the morning star, Matthew 24, the stars shall fall from heaven. Babylon is going to fall. Y'all see the correlation? Then it says the sun shall not give its light, and the moon shall be, the sun should be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. All those were parables and metaphors, and we see what it's talking about now. The people of Babylon is going to fall, right? They're not going to be in charge, the morning star, right? And now y'all about to see why the sun and moon is going to be blotted out, right? So check this. It says, he said, with them he will destroy the whole land. Scream in terror, for the day of the Lord has arrived. The day of the Lord, right? This is when it's going to, everything's going to transpire. All the plagues, the 7 trumpets, all in one swoop, right? It's not going to be something to stretch out, right? It's going to be, really compact, you know. So it says, every arm is paralyzed with fear. Every heart melts and people are terrified, right? People, like it says in the scriptures, I think it might be Revelations, it says men's faces will fail them for fear, right? They're going to see what all this stuff that's coming upon the world. Why y'all think so many people is getting bunkers right now, right? And living underground, well, not living underground, but got bunkers because they know the speculations of the war to come too. All these elites, they're hit. But what did the Most High say? He said the mountains should not hide them, nor no hill, nor under nothing, right? Verse 8 again, it says, and people are terrified, pangs of anguish grip them like those of a woman in labor. They look helplessly at one another. Their faces are aflame with fear. It's going to be so horrible. This is that great tribulation. It's going to be so horrible. And to see that war is around the world, not only around the world, but in America too. They're not going to know what to expect. People are so babyfied here, it's ridiculous. They're not going to know what to expect because they never experienced something that is detrimental before. Never, right? Verse 9 again, for see the day of the Lord is coming, the terrible day of his fury and fierce anger. The land will be made desolate and all the sinners destroyed with it, right? The rebellious, the 2/3, right? The heavens will be made black. Y'all hear that? This is the main part. The heavens will be made black by what? The soot, the smoke, the all the shit that's in the air. Me and I was talking a minute ago, talking about the same situation. Like, he reminded me of that Canada fire that happened. All that smoke traveled over here, and that was just in one area. Imagine if all that's around everywhere, right? Bombs being dropped, every stuff is on fire. It's World War III, right? This is what it's talking about. That's why the sun ain't gonna shine and the moon not gonna give its light, right? Verse 10, the heavens will be black above them. The stars will give no light. Y'all hear that? The sun will be dark with its rises because it's going to be a thick black smoke from all the fire and all the shit that's going on in the world. The sun will be dark when it rises and the moon will provide no light. Y'all hear that? So you already know what Matthew 24 is talking about, right? So ain't no eclipse, none of that. So you ain't gonna be deceived anymore, right? You're gonna know what it's gonna be, why the moon's gonna be blotted out, the sun's gonna be blotted out, the stars gonna be blotted out, and it's just gonna be like kind of like a lingering darkness, right? And this is all gonna transpire in like a compact time, right? So it says, verse 11, I, the Lord, will punish the world, right? The world. So this judgment is not just for Mystery Babylon. It's for the world, right? That's why everybody's going to be in chaos, but we ain't, because we're going to be prepared. We watchmen. We are preparing for that situation, right? We know that he has sealed us, as it says in Revelation 7, right? We protected through these times, right? And it says, I will crush the arrogance of the proud and humble the pride of the mighty. I will make people scarcer than gold, more rare than fine gold of Ophir. For I will shake the heavens, right? That's the earthquake that's going to be happening, because it's been earthquakes happening, man. All the shit that's going to be happening, man. It's going to be bombs dropped. And when bombs drop, the foundation of the world kind of shakes, anybody that's been around that or seen that, right? Y'all know, right? Or the military, y'all know, right? So it says, verse 4, for I will shake the heavens, the earth will move from its place. Then the Lord of heavens and armies will display his wrath in the day of his fierce anger. And listen, here's one of the main parts again. Everyone in Babylon will run about like a hunted gazelle. See, this is why we are sealed to be protected from the stuff that's going to come upon not only this country but around the four corners, right? But this country is going to be desolate forever. That's the only difference, right? It's going to be a sign of judgment, right? It says, like sheep without a shepherd, they will try to find their own people and flee to their own towns. It's going to be so bad. All these nations that's here are going to try to go back to their homelands, are going to try to go back to wherever they can, or wherever their ancestors live, or wherever they resided before America, whether it be China, Russia, um, 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 where the Arabs lives, wherever it may be, right? They're gonna try to flee back to their own land, right? Because America gonna get fucked up. They're gonna get messed up, right? It says anyone who is captured will be cut down, run through with a sword, right? Y'all know, militaries, man. Man, it's not gonna be a good time, right? And the next verse says, little children will be smashed to death before their eyes, right? Like it says in Jeremiah 51 and 20 through 27, no one will be spared, bro. No one. The rebellious won't be spared, right? It says their homes will be sacked and their wives will be raped. Look, I will stir up the Medes against Babylon, right? All praises, man. I'm gonna stop right there. If y'all don't know who the Medes are today, I'm gonna read it again. This is no reach. Look, I will stir up the Medes against Babylon, right? Just like the Persians or Iranians, right? The Medes, right? Who are the Medes? Okay, let's go look. Search it up, right? On Google, Medes today, right? The Medes were ancient Iranian people who lived in the northwestern region of modern day Iran. He said it would rise up a people from the north. Either way you put it, North Hemisphere, Northwestern, same type of people, the Irans, right? Just like we got 12 tribes, they got different groups of people too, right? You can't make this stuff up, man. Man, the Most High is glorious, and he's pouring out his spirit upon us in these days, Jew and Gentile, man. So the Medes are Iran people, right? Come on now, y'all can't make this stuff up, right? So, and you see Iran is into it with America now. You can't make this stuff up. So it says, verse 17, look, I will stir up the Medes, it's a lot. I will stir up the Medes against Babylon. They cannot be tempted by silver or bribed by with gold. So that means they ain't gonna buy their ass out. Ain't nothing they can do. See, judgment is coming to America. Mystery Babylon, man. Ain't nothing they can do about it. They're not gonna escape the judgment of the Most High. It says, verse 18, the attacking armies will shoot down the young men with arrows. They will have no mercy on helpless babies and will show no compassion for the children. It's gonna be a bad time, y'all. It's gonna be a real bad time. This Hamashiach is returning in these times, man. That's why it says Matthew 24, the things that will come before his coming. And you see it right here. Now we know, right? Babylon, the most glorious of kingdoms, the flower of Chaldean pride, will be devastated like Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Most High destroyed them, right? Babylon, here's a kicker to it all, the main part. Babylon will never be inhabited again. So you see the difference between Ezekiel 43 right and 2, which is a precept to Revelations 18 and 1. Our Lord was saying, like, hey, he was giving this vision to Ezekiel. Jerusalem, is going to be the place where he resounds forever, right? It will be destroyed. That's why it says it'll be build up the ruins, right? But that's the place we're going to go back to, and America's going to be a landmark forever for everybody to see. Isaiah 13 and 20. Babylon will never be inhabited again. It will remain empty for generation after generation. Nomads will refuse to camp there, and the shepherds will not bed down their sheep. Desert animals will move into the ruined cities, and the houses will be haunted by howling creatures. Owls will live among the ruins, and wild goats will go there to dance. Hyenas will howl in its fortress, and jackals will make dens in its luxurious palaces. Babylon's days are numbered. Its time of destruction will soon arrive. Mm, 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 mm. Oh man. So, um, y'all see, right there, Babylon's days are numbered. And so, anyways, all praises, man. We're probably gonna have to get into the other parts in the next video. But y'all see the differences, now y'all know. Y'all know what to expect. This is why the elect is not gonna be caught off guard like a thief in the night. We pay attention to the signs. We don't discredit, things. We're open, right? And we see, we watch, we pay attention, right? This is why we're not going to be caught off guard like a thief in the night, right? The ones that say the Lord's delay is coming, those are the ones that are going to be caught off guard. The rebellious, the ones that's enjoying this world, soaking it in, not paying attention to things. Just like it says, it's going to be like the days of Noah. Noah tried to warn them for hundreds of years, and they did not listen at all. And then when it actually happened, then they wanted to come and join, right? So continue to pair Jews and Gentiles alike, right? It don't matter if you're Russian, don't matter if you're Chinese, don't matter if you Irish, Caucasian, Jews and Gentiles alike. That's what I mean when I say Gentiles. Gentiles is not a Jew. That's basically what it means. Is they don't have the nationality or the bloodline of the Jews. But this salvation is for y'all too. This warning is for y'all too. So just take heed to it. Prepare, continue to sharpen yourselves in this word, in spirit and truth. And we almost out of here, y'all. We're gonna get into it in more details in the next video. I love y'all. I pray that y'all continue to be blessed, giving all honor and glory to the eternal Father of heaven and earth, Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Shalom. Peace.